recently reported that schools across the UK are in crisis as the effects of online influencer Andrew Tate's vile misogyny infiltrates our classrooms and society.
Leave today because that's going to be a fucked up situation. But anytime you want to go, just tell me. I'll book everyone's flight, and Georgiana will do that as well. If I'm too drunk, just message her. Cool?
Okay.
All right.
This boat is a very well-known yacht, and the crew are amazing people, and they're very talented. It's really important that all of us, you've all been amazing so far, but I just want to say that we're all very polite to the crew all the time. They're here, they work very, very hard. We can't just be like, bring me this, bring me that. Please, thank you, that kind of stuff, because they're hardworking, and it's our reputation that matters. We don't want to be... You'll notice with me and Tristan and Jules especially, we're extremely polite to people who work very hard, and we want everyone around us to do the same thing. That's the first thing. It's really important. Second thing is, anything that happens on the yacht stays on the yacht. So don't be putting up stories in real time. Oh my God, I'm on this boat. You won't believe this bitch, this fucking bitch. nothing crazy like this.
No drama policy.
No drama, if possible. Like, tagging some girl on the other side of the boat. When I see this bitch, she's dead.
Teachers are now having to develop their own resources to re-educate boys who are being brainwashed online by his deeply toxic messaging. The Prime Minister has been too slow to recognise this downfall.
If at any point you want to leave, you decided you've had enough and you want to go or you want to leave, it's no problem. You can come to us and just say, fuck these guys, I want to go. We can have a water taxi here in 20 minutes. Take you in the water taxi to the airport in 20 minutes. So you're not trapped.
Culture and the radicalisation of young men in this country, and will he commit to giving teachers the resources that they need to address this problem head on?
Mr. Speaker, with regard to funding, we announced in the autumn statement £2 billion of extra funding for our schools. But I'm also proud that this government has introduced the world-leading, world-first online safety bill, which specifically improves protections for children and puts very strict obligations and penalties on tech.
Yeah, Tristan's bit. That was our first day. Tristan's bit.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy, and I can run from the agents of the Matrix a little bit if I need to. And, yeah, Tristan's was really nice as well. So you have an amazing store here.
Thank you very much.
Proud of you guys.
Thank you.
Genuinely proud of you. And good coffee too. So,
is it?
You know, it's all wrong with.
That's our parents' part, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They're doing a good job.
Yeah, thank you very much.
But surely this is what you learn in school though, right, lads?
Not at all. Not at all.
Whoa, you're telling me they don't teach you how to make money in school?
No, they don't.
What do they teach you in school nowadays?
They teach you how to be an employee.
I don't know if school's changed a lot since my day. I feel old sitting here next to you guys, but yeah, they teach. How you doing, bro? You good?
That's the third brother.
Ah, third brother.
Him and his brother and his
collaborator. They teach you a whole bunch of things that aren't necessarily.
And the claims is that the women claim they're being forced by the British brothers. The current arrest, they've seized all of his cars. They're going to sell all of his supercars to pay for the investigation and to go to the victims. How badass is that? Dude, that's the best. They impounded all of his cars and they're selling $4 million worth of assets.
And it all started from the tweet about the cars to Greta.
Very true. That's
crazy.
It's so good.
It's like the greatest story.
He was under investigation for a long time before that, but the timing was...
This whole story, it's like amazing.
Yeah, so we found out there's been like an ongoing, high-level, deep investigation for 9 months, including like the Romanian FBI, anti-terror unit.
They get that wrong. Isn't that bad for their brand?
I'm going to try and pin you down and make you say it. Are they trying to tell the world they're pedophilic? Yes or no?
I honestly don't know. Honestly, I don't
know. You do know. Why are you scared to say? This is the problem. Everyone's afraid to say it.
Definitely, that's what it shows. But the thing is, I wasn't sure. Like, okay, this is what I was thinking. Could it be possibly? Okay, look. Obviously, I'm totally against what I saw as well.
Okay.
But like when they were saying that, you know, they didn't see it, like, because there's different teams handling.
Oh yeah, of course.
And sometimes you do realize, like, okay, we have our own like company as well. But like sometimes, like just by looking away for a second, sometimes the people just do their own thing.
This was not one photo shoot or one advertising campaign that happened to have one thing in it which could be misconstrued. This is every single different advertising campaign across different film shoots by different companies, all having multiple references to pedophilia.
So it wasn't a mistake?
No, so how could it be a mistake? What's the statistical odds of that being a mistake? It is obviously on purpose. Are they trying to tell you they're pedophilic, yes or no?
I mean, pedophilic.
Just say yes. This is the exact problem with the world. The exact problem with the world is that people who are sitting here with influence are afraid to have a firm opinion on anything because they're scared of being canceled. Balenciaga just got canceled. They can't come for you. Balenciaga police ain't gonna bust in here. Don't worry, I'm here. If they come in, I'll deal with them. wife. Disappointing. So I think I want to clear a few things up because there's some bullshit on the internet about why the police raided my house. So I'm going to clear it up with an official statement here from the Gutted Out Emergency Meeting podcast. Basically, what happened is stupid, as we all know. Am I allowed to say that on YouTube? Well, it's fucking true. Some whoopee was chilling with T. They made love. And then Tristan stopped replying to her texts. Why? Because it's Tristan fucking Tate. So he stopped replying. Thought, fuck her. She's from, I don't know where she's from. Some other country. I don't know where she's from. She's not Romanian. And after they slept together, he ignored her one day. Hey, let's go out for dinner. Ignored her. Kept ignoring her. Then turns out she has a boyfriend. So the boyfriend found out she was with Tristan. So now she's in a hard situation, right? Because she doesn't want to admit to her boyfriend she's been cheating with the guy who now ignores her completely. So she says, oh, yeah, but I was with him, but I didn't want to be. I was at their house and I couldn't leave. Like she was kidnapped. Even though all of our CCTV, which the police now have, prove that she came by Uber and left by Uber, and there's text messages of her begging to come back, and Tristan wouldn't let her. So then her boyfriend calls the embassy and calls the police from France or whatever country she's from, and they instigate this high-level fucking police SWAT raid for kidnapping. And they come into my house, sorry, Tate, sorry, we're sorry, it's from the embassy. Because if it was actually Romanian stuff, the police wouldn't even come. If the Romanian called the Romanian police, they'd be like, we ain't going to the top G's house, he ain't kidnapping bitches, he's kicking them out. No way. They know me. But because it's from an embassy, because the French embassy, blah, blah, international incident, blah, blah, blah. So the police come here, had to take all my things. This is 2 days after the event. I'm about to get all my electronics back already. Because they know I didn't fucking do anything. The girls broke down crying, admitting she made it up. Whoopies. Stupid whoopies. So what's the lesson of the day? The lesson of the day is that the police treat me with respect because I treat them with respect. Listen, I may be a gangster, and they may be the police. But if they're the top level police and I'm the top level G, we're friends. Just like the top level generals in war on enemy sides, they're still friends.
A video specifically on a certain topic which I feel is not getting enough coverage right now, and it's shocking to me purely because of the kind of ripple effect it can have, especially on Andrew and Tristan. They're being detained for something they've not done without evidence. Now, recently, and on 3 or 4 different occasions, 2 of these victims, I'm doing that because they're not, have come out clearly on media, numerous media outlets as well as social media, saying we are not victims.
It's been 2 days since I chose to come out publicly about the recent events of Andrew and Tristan Tate. I really want everyone to see how corrupted the system, the country and the authorities are. I am not a victim. Beatrice is not a victim. There are no victims in this case and there is no crime. I'm not a victim even though the prosecution is telling me I am.
Then we saw them on BBC, a very reputable news source or media outlet, speaking. And that's when it took my attention. I was like, wait.
Ai fost amenințată?
Nu. N-am fost niciodată, dar suntem prieteni buni de 2 ani de zile, cam așa, poți să mă treci pe mine ca și victimă, dacă eu n-am spus că sunt o victimă.
BBC won't really interview without doing their due diligence, but you never know, it could have been slipped up, there could have been bad research done, okay. But then a newspaper called Gondel in Romania, a very reputable newspaper there, confirmed through their sources as well, and the judiciary have confirmed that yes, they were on the victims list. Their names were Jasmine and Beatrice, okay? So they tried to visit him in jail and they didn't give them visitation rights. Why? Because they said you are seen as an alleged victim of a crime. And they're like, we are saying we're not victims. We want to, not only are we not we're saying we're not victims, we want to go and visit them. What does that tell you? I want to get clarified on this. Beatrice and Jasmine have clearly said we're not victims. The judiciary have accepted this. With all due respect to Romania, why are you not clearing their names and why are you not making this public? And why, if this is the case and you've seen, there's video evidence, they're not held at gunpoint, Andrew and Tristan are in jail, there's no threat to these girls, they're coming out clearly on their own accord saying this. Why are Andrew and Tristan still in jail, number one? Why are you not removing them from the victims list? Why is this not public information? Why are you not accepted? This is scary, and this is scary to residents of Romania, to all men in Romania. If the prosecution or the the ICOT, which is the kind of police system over there, can just point a finger and say, you know what, they're accusing you of this crime. And the victim, alleged victim, say, no, I didn't accuse them. But they say, no, it doesn't matter. We're saying you are a victim. What kind of society is that? It's going to be lawless. That means everyone can say, police might not like you and say, you know what, I don't like you. You know, that person over there, I'm going to say you tried to kill them or steal their car. But the victim says, no, they didn't. No, we're saying they did. Is that society? How can you take that seriously? How can they be in the EU doing things like this, such corruption? How can you be even seen it? Now it makes sense to me why they haven't got the Schengen rights in the EU. It makes sense.